with the same colour hair, the same colour eyes, you see a resemblance to someone you know, you do. And same for men looking at women. This is a big old dirty man, Madonna. Look at the size of his hand. Let's go back. Life is a mystery. What it is, it's called plastic surgery and Botox. That's what it's called. Right? You understand? That's what it's called. It's called plastic surgery and Botox. It's not another clone of Madonna. Right? You've got to explain to me how you put a human brain into another human brain without a brain transplant. Without transplanting brains, which you can't do. How are you going to put the human conscious of Madonna into a clone? Make this one sing like her, act like her, have the same nuances and postures as Madonna. You can't. It's a load of bollocks. All it is plastic surgery on the same person over years. That's all it is. I don't care what anyone says. I've done it with loads of them. Daisy Dukes. Daisy Dukes is a pair. What they call him, the original. This one. What's his name? Daisy Dukes, played by Catherine Back. That's the one we want. Catherine Back. This is for all you cloning people who... You're bearing false witness because you can't prove it in a court of law. Nothing I've seen on any of the cloning videos rings true to me. None of it. Catherine Back. So this is Catherine Back, otherwise known as Daisy Duke. This is Daisy Duke back in the day. Every man lusted after Daisy in his hot pants. It's a dude with boobs. Everyone lusted after Daisy. There he is in his mankini. There you go. There's a bloke in a bikini. Big meatball knuckles on show. So there he is in his day. Right? Are you going to tell me that that's a clone, is it? That's just a clone. It's just a clone. That's all it is. A clone. Bullshit. It's the same person under heaps and heaps of plastic surgery. What you got to remember is Daisy, or I'll call him David because he's a boy. David here has got a cock and balls. He's got them tucked under his anus and pushed into his body. Right? His bollocks, his testicles get pushed up inside himself, and he slaps his sausage back underneath his butt cheeks and then tapes it all in. Right? For these pictures. Daisy has got a cock and balls, so Daisy is producing testosterone every 7 years. David Dukes here gets a boost of testosterone, which thickens the jaw, the eyebrow bone, grows the nose, gives it bigger ear, grows the ears. That's why really old men have big ears, because they don't stop growing because of testosterone. Now and then. Let's put now and then. Now and then. And get a real good contrast between these two pictures. There's a real awful one somewhere, the one that triggered me into doing Catherine Back. But right there, do you believe that is the same person? Here, Daisy Dukes, they don't look alike, do they? But it is the same person. It's just years of Botox and surgery and then natural testosterone pushing the man back out. They ruin themselves, they truly do. Apparently it's a multi-roller according to fittest female flat ever Tyler Han woman. Apparently it's a multi-roller. What's a multi-roller? This is? What do you mean a multi-roller? What's a multi-roller? Oh, it plays two different roles. Gotcha. I've got you. I just didn't understand the context it was put in. So you're saying this? Who's he playing? Who's the other person that Catherine Back's meant to be playing? Because it's nonsense. See, that doesn't look like that now, does it? Just like Brooke Shields doesn't look like Brooke Shields did. It's just years of plastic surgery and you're looking at a man. And they're going to get away with fooling you unless you snap out of it. These are the same people. Catherine Back in his 20s. Look at the meatball knuckles. Versus his 50s. To play multiple, I don't even believe in the multiple role bollocks either, Agent D. I don't. I don't believe that they're playing multiple roles. Jimi Hendrix is Morgan Freeman and John Lennon is Steve Jobs. I don't believe in none of it. All you got to do is go to pictures of them as children. Where are we? Morgan Freeman, young. Dink. There's Morgan Freeman. Then and now. Jimi Hendrix. Is that the youngest picture of him? Oh, there's a child picture. That's no good. I want something teenage. Well, that's the youngest one of... I like that one. There you go. There's Jimi Hendrix young. And there's Morgan Freeman young. They don't even look the same. That's how easy it is to prove these multi-rollers wrong. It's bollocks. Absolute tosh. I wouldn't put it past them trying it though. You know, putting Jim Carrey in a mask or someone who can do someone else's voice and pretend to be someone for a brief period. But the schematics of running it daily, that Jimmy pretends to be Morgan or vice versa or whatever the scenario is just ridiculous. Redonkulously hard to do. Even if you could. And Morgan Freeman isn't Samuel L. Jackson, blah, 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 blah. It's a load of nonsense. I don't believe in any of that nonsense. I don't. Right, back to Madonna. It's the same person. Life is a mystery. Not anymore. I found God, and the mystery of the world is that you one-eyed, worshipping, tongue-sticking out devil worshippers are all inverted. It's no longer a mystery to me. I understand why the world is like it is. I understand why people are nonchalant to it all, because you are putting chemicals in water that sedates our minds. The first person to use fluoride was in camps in Germany. So don't tell me that, and I don't believe any of that nonsense either, but they did encourage a story through that, and that's how it ended up in toothpaste. They turned engine oil into cooking oil. Oils that are made for engines, they turned it, and we put that in our bodies. Instead of putting lard in, which comes from an animal, a natural fat, or what's the other one, tafu or tapu, whatever they call it. Instead of putting that in your food, I do now. I don't anymore. I used to do all of sesame seed oil, sunflower. I don't drink any of it anymore. I don't put any oils in. Maybe virgin olive oil is one that I'll have, but nothing else. So this is one-eyed worship, the X Factor look across the eye. 6. I mean, Madonna's physique alone. Look at this underarm. Oh, she got a big arm. Look how deep his armpit is. Women don't get these deep, vacuous armpits because the ribs cage is smaller. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they've had all my friends when I was a teenage boy lusting after this. Look at that. And boys used to jack off to it. I never fell for Madonna. It's a joke that they made you attracted to men against you. Look at the size of that face. Draw a triangle. The face fills the skull, doesn't it? It's not pushed down. It's not a small triangle squashed downward by a 5-head. It's a bowling ball skull. Madonna's a man. Have I got Madonna? Let me have a quick look. Madonna. Madonna. Life is... There's a stair fail on Madonna. Coming downstairs, leg straight. You can't say the knees are open because the leg is straight, look. The knee would be pointing outwards. The leg, same with this one, look. Straight legs, knees together. It's just the position of the step, that's all. Gosh. Sean! As above, so below. In front of Freemasonry. As long as it's in front of a brick wall, they do not care. As above, so below. Where's my Madonna picture? Have I not got a Madonna picture? I could have sworn I've done him. Right, it's not there. It should have come straight up. Let me look at my back file and see if I need to update Madonna. Madonna. Does that flat ever thinks drawing or she are in two hormones? You mean Dave Murphy? I think it's apple juice. A flat earther did it on one of my lives called, what did they call her? Jennifer, Justin, Jace. Oh, what was his name? He was an FTM. He looked like the New Zealand shooter in the mosque. Haunted house. Haunted house. Jonathan! There you go. Now I remember your name. Do you know what? Madonna really does need an update. That is an old Madonna. I don't even want to say that's my work. Let's do a new Madonna. I'm going to take these pictures. We're going for a 50-50 on that face first, Madge. Should we take an older one? It's a man all day long. Deep brow bone, large, low set ears. We will take that as your 50-50, I think. Unless I can find... Oh, I quite like that one. We'll take that one as your 50-50. We're going gate shopping with Madge walking. There's one. Straight legs, knees together. That's a man. Straight. Look at those shoulders and arms. Straight legs, knees together. That's two. On crutches, no good to me. I think I need a drink. Three. Straight legs, knees together. Look at the neck. Look at the Adam's apple. Look at the MK Ultra Sex Kitten programming. Look at the bodyguard with the knees apart. Knees together, knees together. It's all of them. Bodyguards, everyone. They're all in on it. Makeup artists. There's four. I need one more, Madge. Right there. 5. That's it. Madonna's a man. Proven by the way he walks. The quickest way to learn this is the gates. It really is. The skulls take a lot longer for you to work out. There's so much that can be done to a skull, but nothing that can be done to the gate. They can only mimic the opposite. They can't actually pull it off. And they never keep it up either. That's why sometimes you'll see Madonna crossing her legs over and pointing her feet out like a woman, but she's been taught to do it, finishing school. Most of the time, Madonna doesn't give a rat's ass, walks just like he should, as a man. Of course the plastic surgeons are in on it. Of course they are. A normal doctor wouldn't do that to a child. Why would you mutilate a child who doesn't need it doing? On the pretense that someone's brainwashed you into believing there's 276 different genders. I'm sorry. I was created in God's image. I've got an IQ. I don't know what my IQ is, but it's higher than most, that's for sure. And, God no longer allows these evil people into my life. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the stories. I don't take advice from these people. I take it from God. I ask God something and he shows me. He shows me answers. And I know it sounds mental, but he does. Everything I've ever asked him, he shows me in one way or another, whether it's through a miracle, and I've had a few of them, or it's just through something in general life that just... I'll ask a question, and then I'll be reading something or listening to something, and the answer will come in what I'm listening to or looking at. It'll just be there, and I'm like, ah. I don't ask him for mansions. I don't ask him for Ferraris. I don't want jewellery and diamonds and rubies, and I don't want fame and fortune. I just want to get into heaven. I just want to go and sit with him. That's what I really want. If I could have any wish in the world, it'd be that I could sit with God and talk to him. Not save the world. It's unsavable. It's unsavable at this point. The world doesn't care. Myself and you at home, you do care, right? That's why you're deemed crazy. That's why you can't have a regular job anymore. It's part of your life, isn't it? That they've screwed up the whole world, and in doing so, you discovering the truth, they screw up your life and screw you up, or try to screw you up. And if you haven't got God in your heart and you don't follow Jesus' words, you become bitter and twisted like them. And they are bitter and twisted. Otherwise they wouldn't be doing this to us, would they? How bitter and twisted Madonna is, I've got no idea. The people at the top I'm talking about. The bitter and twisted. These people may not be. These people may just be puppets on strings. I've got no idea. God will let us know. But until that day, I see you as the outright enemy. Celebrities pushing ball earth, quack scenes, all these things that do damage to people. And yet, I'll put you any money, this person's children never saw one needle, never saw nothing, like Bill Gates's don't. Just like the Amish don't give there's no heart disease, there's no autism, there's no spinal bifida, multiple sclerosis, nothing. Because they don't mess with those things that we accept as truth. They accept that they're not true and that it's a lie and they don't take them. All these big pharmaceutical companies, they all need taken to court, all of them. They all need placing in jail cells because they're all criminals. They knew what they were selling. They knew what they were doing to us. They know it's all a lie. But there you go. Madonna, done. We're